Hello, collective consciousness, and happy full moon in Leo eclipse. I am currently reporting live from rainy Berlin on the roots of Mama Tree. I wanted to talk about this full moon energy that we have been experiencing for the past, I'd say couple weeks, ever since that powerful super moon at the beginning of the year. We have been coming to some very powerful realizations, not only about ourselves, about our current state of the world, but also what our path is truly revealing. Now, a little bit about the astrology for full moon in Leo. We have a lot of aspects going on today. And obviously the most potent is the fact that we are experiencing the vastness of this Leo energy. And Leo is ruled by the heart. And so we are seeing the shadows that's been living in our hearts, and also the potential of our lightness. And what do I mean by our shadows? When we start really believing in our creativity, when we start really acting in alliance to our creative discipline, shadows come up in our friends, in our own belief system, in our lovers. And what I've been witnessing is that there has been a lot of radical endings right now. And those radical endings can and are most directly affected in our relationships. This whole year is the number 11, which is all about relationships and the power of our relationships. And something that, I've been working with clients and in my own life, a lot of people are talking to me about these endings that are happening, of these great loves, and now they're no longer there. And also friends have been revealing these hidden secrets and all these shadow aspects of doubt and judgment. And it's powerful to witness. It's powerful to see how far away we can truly be from ourselves. And I really want to encourage people to face that shadow, to look at the feedback, to look at the rejection, to look at all those secrets and hidden parts of ourselves, to give it love. For that is the only way to healing. And when we are not responsible for our own shadow, or not responsible for the things that we deny in ourselves, then this is what happens. This alchemical force comes in and moves us to our truth. And that is ultimately why these endings are appearing. For this was a huge part of yourself that you can no longer deny. So if you have split from a loved one, become your own lover. And if a best friend has betrayed or abandoned you, become your own best friend. And I really advise that this is the time to nurture your creativity. Leo is the ruler of the 5th house, which is all about what we're giving to the world. And I feel a lot of what is going on is that we're not rooted in the world, that so many of our root chakras are disconnected. And I, for one, am also learning about this process, and that the more rooted that we are, the higher we can fly. This is all shamans' truth, is that they bury their roots, they dig deeper and deeper and deeper into Mother Earth, and that is how they can travel all the worlds and inner dimensions of themselves. But if we are just exploring the infinite possibilities with no ground, then that's all it really becomes. And so we also have this Sun and Jupiter aspect. So we have this powerful force to say yes to our life, to say yes to our creativity, and to say yes to transformational love. And so whatever the world has reflected to you, if you feel rejected or judged or unloved, that these are all things that you need to love about yourself. And then you need to show that to others. That first be a loving, creative support for yourself, and then be that for others. And if there are other people in your life that do not value you, that do not support you and encourage and empower you, then let them go. Let them be. Let them go on their own journey. For what this full moon and eclipse is really showing us is that we can no longer hide behind the illusion, the pain, the fear, the excuses to not living our creative truth. And I also did a tarot reading for this next lunar cycle, and the overall energy is reverse shaman, which is the opposite of what we're experiencing today, which is this lack of confidence, which is the fear that we're not really capable of our heart's desires. And good, because this will challenge us. This will say, yeah, okay, but I'm going to try anyway. Because the conflict is Six of Swords, and it's trying to see the bigger picture and trying to move with our heart's desires, but in our mind. And even though the outcome, by the time we reach this new moon in Aquarius, this another eclipse energy, we will also experience another aspect of defeat, of this emotional abandonment. And this is because we have abandoned ourselves. And the more love that we give and the more action that we do for our life and for this community and for this global transformation, well, the more rooted we can be in the world. So be your own lover, be your own best friend, and spend time during this full moon eclipse and look at the things that no longer serve you and be complete with them. And thank them for showing you this alchemical force of what you no longer want in your life. And what I wanted to do with you today is to remind you on how to ground. And today, more than ever, do we need to connect to our roots. So, as I'm getting rained on here in the mighty Berlin weather, what I'm doing is also sitting on the ground, and I'm being held by the roots beneath me. And so, even though in this cold winter days, allow yourself to go outside and stand next to a tree. Let that trunk hold the weight of your body, and to allow your roots, your feet, to feel supported by the ground below you, and to allow your heart to expand out into the world, but coming from deep within you. Allow your roots to grow so you can be stronger. Be brave, dear hearts, for we are in a time of great transformation. And please remember to be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Love yourself and love others. And be at peace with yourself, to be at peace with the world. Blessed be.